I got that animal ambition. I got that animal ambition. I got that.
What's up, y'all? Smoak here. What's good? In this video, I'm gonna be watching WWE make worst decision ever. Fans furious. Real reason Rock vs Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 and more by Wrestlelamia. Man, I'm recording this on a Saturday. I watched SmackDown last night. It was mind blowing on what transpired. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Now I don't know if Seth versus Cody Rhodes is going down after what happened last night on SmackDown. You see the graphic, you hear the announcement. It says Cody Rhodes will announce his decision tonight. Right, he has a standoff with Roman, but Cody Rhodes, one of the last few things he said prior to The Rock making his grand entrance, saying, "I will finish you, but it will not be at WrestleMania or before WrestleMania." I really forgot at this point. It was just so mind blowing, bro. Cause he did say before WrestleMania. I mean, you got the Elimination Chamber. That's from what I heard. Roman Reigns was scheduled for that PLE. I may be thinking about The Rock. I know The Rock was scheduled to be in that PLE, but Roman Reigns, I don't think it was. I mean, plan changed though, cause you got the Punk situation and the Brock Lesnar situation, so it's crazy what's going to go down. Seth Rollins is hurt, we know that. I don't know how severe the injury is. I don't know just if this is a work or a shoot. The injury is still gonna be part of the show, so what is the men elimination chamber going to be? I wonder. Cause from what I heard too recently, that the show is going to be heavily focused on Rhea Ripley, as she is the women's champion and as an Australian native. So she's probably going to main event. I don't know if it's going to be a one-on-one match or is it going to be at an elimination chamber. But now that I recall as I saying this, I think she's going to face Nia Jax. I think it's the main event. I'm not entirely sure if the report is true or not. I seen a tweet earlier by WrestleLops, and the source came from PW Insider, for I'm looking at. If I'm able to put the tweet up, I'll show it on the screen. If not, then you're just gonna see me reading this. It says, some believe that The Rock pushed for the move and likely would have no matter what, given his massive $30 million stock payday is, in part contingent on him hitting certain milestones. Sources familiar with the situation believe one of those milestones was Dwayne Johnson returning to the ring this year, and that Dwayne pushed for the match to happen sooner than later, with the idea he felt Roman Reigns vs The Rock was the far bigger attraction for the company. So it's very possible that no matter who was injured or not, Cody vs Roman would not have taken place because The Rock was back in the game and the most important members of company management were going to, I don't know how to say this word, acquiescence, okay. And the most important members of the company management was going to acquiesce to Dwayne Johnson's ideas. So this was even about politicking Cody Rhodes out of the main event. This is what The Rock thought was great for business actually. People would have loved to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, but for like the past year, maybe 2 years, but definitely over the past year, you hear The Rock versus Roman, like is it gonna happen or not? This and that, right? And rightfully so, because The Rock is a legend in this business. He is the quote unquote the great one. And the sooner than later, it kind of makes sense because The Rock is 51 years of age. He want to get this over. I think he wanted to do this last year, but his schedule just wouldn't allow it. You need plenty of time to get in ring shape. Obviously you see The Rock in physical shape, but to do bumps and all that, to sell, like you have to be in the right mind, like to perform all those stunts for you can allow your body to do what necessary to perform such a high quality of a wrestling entertainment match. That's just the bottom line. You see, I always say I'm in the minority. Obviously you see the majority, like as of right now, there's probably like what, over 230,000 dislikes on that segment alone on the WWE YouTube channel. It's like what, over 60%, if not more, of dislikes. That's pretty wild, bro. That's pretty wild. Even myself was like confused. I was like, wait, what? So is Cody Rhodes gonna pull a John Cena for more weight? Is he gonna face Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber? Like, what's going on? Is Roman Reigns even gonna be at Elimination Chamber? This is a thing we want to know, because people talk about Punk versus Seth. I mean, Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania, but Cody Rhodes sounded like he hinted at that possibility versus Roman. Bottom line is, he want a piece of Roman, but this is gonna be the Rock stuff right here for WrestleMania. We're still 2 months away, so let's see what happens. Me, this is my idea, bro. I doubt it's gonna come into fruition, bro. But this is my idea. Cody beat Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. He won the championship. Boom, right? Now Roman Reigns is heated. He pissed off, this and that, right? But now the Rock is talking about, I'm gonna strip you with the dignity you have left in you, Roman, and show you why I'm the head of the table. And they go at WrestleMania and just put out, hopefully, a instant classic. Like that would be great storytelling. Now is Cody Rhodes gonna finish the story beforehand? I doubt it. But you know, it's wrestling entertainment. Anything is possible. It's all creative. Let's just see what happens. Roman Reigns losing the championship at Elimination Chamber sounds pretty insane, but same time unpredictable. And what you would like to see in a wrestling entertainment match or scenario, you want the unthinkable to happen. Like, for example, Jinder Mahal beat Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, not at a PLE, nah, on a Friday night SmackDown episode, and not even a special episode at that. It was just an ordinary SmackDown episode. Everybody was like, "What? Oh my gosh!" And at the same time, you know, you heard backlash from the fans, because when it was Jinder Mahal, he came from, like, I guess, jobber to the main event in the blink of an eye. And I wasn't watching that period, but when I found out Jinder Mahal won the championship, I'm like, what the hell? What's going on here? I mean, he tried to came back the other week. You know, he faced Seth Rollins for the World Championship, but you know, Seth Rollins wins 12 minutes no less, and that's when he got hurt in that match too, in his leg, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot where in his leg. I think the back of his knee. But yeah, it's a dire situation. So yeah, let's take a watch of this video.
What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including The Rock versus Roman Reigns is on, the WWE Universe is furious,
Bro.
for Vince McMahon, an AEW star charged with aggravated assault, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia Shorts. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off
definitely
with
downright ugly.
Batista moment. But sometimes it's good to revisit the classics, as seen by the WWE recreating the famous moment when Batista had to choose between challenging JBL at WrestleMania or opting to challenge his faction mate Triple H. The parallels were fun to watch, as Bayley, like Batista, overheard that she was being set up. Of course, there were differences in that Triple H made Batista think JBL had tried to run him over with his limousine, and here Damage Control was mocking Bayley behind her back.
Sorry, before you continue, I want to say something about this Bayley thing. It's cool that she's gonna face Io Sky at WrestleMania. You know, just the story itself is, you know, it's different from Batista's, because Batista tried to gain an edge at Triple H. He's been playing mind game with them ever since, while Bayley tried to gain their trust, and she just felt ultimately betrayed. Batista was like, yeah, they don't value me as much, but Triple H and Ric Flair was, you know, pretty much intimidated by Batista, whereas these girls, Io Sky and what they call Kabuki Warriors, they just didn't like Bayley. That's the bottom line. So yeah, it's similar, but slightly different dynamics. But yeah, let's continue.
However, in both cases, over with his limousine, and here Damage Control was mocking Bayley behind her back. However, in both cases, Batista and Bayley went into the announcement knowing that they'd been played, and both wrestlers turned the tables. Here, Bayley delivered a poignant promo about how she'd done so much in Damage Control, only for Io Sky to turn her back on her when her friends Asuka and Kairi Sane joined the group. Damage Control thought they had Bailey at their mercy, but the role model didn't go into the ring alone. She had a lead pipe secreted near the ring steps, and she evened the odds with it, taking out Asuka and Singh before Sky exited the
She
ring.
had the whole
This was
thing
a
planned,
great
bro.
segment for Bailey and a great setup for her challenging Sky at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Number 2, B-Fab joins Lashley and the Profits. Now, it was good to see the WWE finally even the odds between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits against the Final Testament, adding B-Fab to the mix. The WWE teased some sort of involvement between B-Fab and Lashley's faction, only to seemingly drop the angle. And now things are even and fans have even more reason to get invested in this feud.
Alright.
Number 3, a fine...
What happened to Ashanti the Adonis, bro? He was in that promo talking to Nick Aldis, I think it was, and then talking about, I don't know what's my place here, this and that. And then Nick Aldis said something, I forgot what he said. This was like, what, weeks ago, maybe last month or something. I think he said something like, "Oh, there's definitely a role you can fill in here, yada yada." I think that's what he said. But I mean, bro, what's good? I hope he's doing dark matches, cause you cannot just take it more like off of SmackDown, period, bro. Just do house shows like Omos. I assume he's doing. Too many guys, bro. Too many guys on the roster.
Follow-up to the Royal Rumble. The SmackDown was a fine follow-up to last Saturday's PLE, with the WWE revealing Bayley's pick for a WrestleMania opponent, Logan Paul dismissing Kevin Owens' request for a rematch from their Rumble match, and the WWE putting on some good matches to hopefully entice any new viewers tuning in.
I'm happy for Tiffany Stratton and Mia Yim, who has not been featured as much on SmackDown as a wrestler. You see her in the back, like she'll be in the backstage segment sometimes with the OCs, and then trying to comfort AJ Styles as he's different since he's came back. Doesn't want to do anything with the OCs. And me and Yim's like, come on, don't be like that, yada yada. So I'm happy that they main evented last night. That's cool. It wasn't the last segment of the show, but they still main evented nevertheless. It was a great showing for the both of them. Tiffany Stratton won. I didn't like that, bro, because now you're diminishing Mia Yim as a wrestler, bro. It's wrestling entertainment. That's the bottom line. I mean, but damn, bro. I mean, you want to, I guess, somewhat veteran to lose to Tiffany Stratton, who's gonna come up. I hope they got big plans for Tiffany Stratton, because you cannot just have her win in vain, man. I mean, seriously.
SmackDown also featured the introduction of new faces to the Blue brand, including Tiffany Stratton, as well as B-Fab joining Bobby Lashley. Finally, fans got to see Elektra Lopez rally the troops in Legado del Fantasma, adding a new dimension to the faction since her recent return. And a good fatal four-way. And while there weren't many matches on the show, the WWE made sure that everyone was good. One match stood out, the Fatal 4-Way
That is true,
Pretty
huh?
Deadly,
Yeah.
the LWO, Legado del Fantasma, and British Strong Style. It's a situation we've discussed before, the abundance of good teams on the Blue brand. The downside is that the WWE only has one tag title for two brands. That needs to change so fans can get more matches like this and have teams vying for something substantial rather than a future consideration. As good as Triple H's booking can be, more on that later, he still has to find a way to utilize the many talents he's assembled on Raw and SmackDown. But that was good. What about the bad? As number 1, does SmackDown really need Tiffany Stratton? Now don't get us wrong, we're totally, no pun intended, on Team Totally Tiff. Stratton has emerged as one of WWE's best female stars on NXT, and it's great to see her hit the main roster. However, SmackDown isn't the place for her, as the Blue brand already has abundance of main event players, even with the already returning Naomi. Unless the WWE plans to shoot Stratton straight into the main event, which could backfire as fans resent her pushover on SmackDown's neglected women's undercard, she would do much better on Raw. Number 2, on Grayson Waller.
I don't know. More women the better, Her on Raw, I mean, what difference does it make, honestly? They don't utilize the woman properly. Yeah, you got Nia Jax being a dominant force, but I mean, that's it. She won matches, so that's cool. Rhea Ripley, she doesn't defend the title as much. Barely. It's the same thing, bro. Make the women division better. I don't know what to tell you. Why? Bro, I just don't. I guess because they're busy doing other storyline, they start losing focus on the other things. Like, because wrestling entertainment caters to children, right? And you probably got more boys than girls, but you still got girls watching the show. And don't you also want boys to see how badass women could be in combat, bro? Like, the hell? You like when they get older, you're gonna see some chick like, she's just some like what the. There's more to it than that, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, look at the UFC, right? Now, wrestling entertainment is wrestling entertainment, but the key thing about wrestling entertainment is wrestling. I mean, come on, it does aggravates me, man. And you don't have to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship every week or every other week. That's insane. And they showcase that belt more than they do with the woman champion. I'm not, I don't want to say more on this, bro. It's so stupid.
And Austin Theory Logan's flunkies, or how the
It
mighty
does
have
seem
fallen.
like that.
Grayson Waller has gone from a shooting star to a supporting player in Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul's feud. As for Austin Theory, he's barely a blip on the SmackDown radar. What looked like an interesting tag team with Grayson Waller now has Theory serving as a punching bag for Kevin Owens until KO can get his hands on Logan. But that was the good and the bad. Yep, you guessed it. SmackDown had a downright ugly. Just what in the hell was WWE thinking? Now, The Rock
Money.
vs. Roman Reigns dream match is already off to a terrible start. Last night's segment between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns was confusing as fans couldn't tell if Rhodes was handing his Royal Rumble win to The Rock or just bringing him in to face The Rock. There was also the pathetic promo from Roman where he boasted of defending the title a handful of times and appeared to mock Seth Rollins for wrestling with various injuries, which seems counterproductive as Reigns basically admitted that Seth is outworking Roman despite being hurt. Now, I don't know what Triple H.
What Roman Reigns was saying was money talk, bullshit walk. I mean, that's just the fact of life. He said, I make fewer appearances, but I still make more money than you because I am that guy. You want to talk about you better than me? That's what he was saying. Like, what? Come on, bro. He did his part. He did his job. He won the world championship like how many times? And this is when before people liked him because he had they try to force him to be a good guy. I don't understand the issue. Is that when a guy comes out as a baby face and they're being booed every week, every month by the year, just make him a heel. Wouldn't that be great for business? He was already being booed. Why you keep forcing things? I don't understand. The only person I know, like probably like the last 15 years or something, that was able to overcome that was John Cena. He was getting mixed reaction. Kids love him, adults hated him. And for no reason. What? Superman Cena, I guess, yeah, but I mean,
Was smoking admitted that Seth is outworking Roman despite being hurt. Now, I don't know what Triple H was smoking, but just in one segment, he made the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank absolutely pointless. Why
man.
have those events when The Rock can just swoop in and come in and take a title shot? It just made no sense whatsoever. We don't even know what's worse about that segment. Either Cody just handing over his title match to The Rock, or Roman just defecating on Rollins and his belt. I mean, WWE doing all this just seems to scream that Reigns will retain at WrestleMania just so that he can go another year with the belt, eventually beating the record for the most days as WWE Champion. Is it really worth it? The one I feel for the most is Cody Rhodes. I mean, poor Cody, man. Dude has won 2 Royal Rumbles and still he cannot finish his damn story. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, let's move on to the news.
Yeah, that's pretty
First story
wild.
looks like Rock vs. Reigns officially on. On top of today's news is that it looks like The Rock vs. Roman Reigns is happening at WrestleMania 40. And while the match actually hasn't been confirmed, the WWE is holding a press conference this Thursday in Las Vegas, and it's expected that the match will be announced there. In addition, The Rock spoke with the fans attending SmackDown after the show ended, saying, well, it's become very clear and evident to The Rock that when you want to create something iconic and when you want to create something magical, you come to the Magic City. This is a city deep in history, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm happy to tell you that tonight, all of us, tonight we made history here in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, I thank you and I love you if you smell what The Rock is cooking. A recent report suggests that the WWE was still uncertain whether this match would happen until just a few days ago. According to Meltzer, Dwayne pushed super hard for it. The card changed when Punk and Brock were out and all the dominoes fell. Dwayne already wanted it and they felt they now needed it as well. Felt this was better to change the news flow away from Vince.
Yeah, that was another thing too. I'm like, how is this gonna make this go away for Vince? I mean, what Vince did was ridiculously crazy. If everything that was being said in those statements was true, if the text messages is true, the whole nine, bro. But you also got John Laurinaitis coming in the mix, talking about he's going to defend himself in terms of being a victim from Vince's bullshit. I'm like, what? But yeah, I was confused at that part. Like, how? Because I don't know, bro. Like, wouldn't Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns be enough? But bottom line is, The Rock is much older than Cody. Might as well just give him his shine. You already know how the IWC is. Oh my gosh, blah blah blah. This reminds me of a promo Triple H cut, like 10 years ago, I think it was. Being a member of the authorities, the Angle, and he said something. He was making fun of the IWC pretty much, talking about, if you don't give us what we want, then I'm just gonna go straight to Twitter and talk about my dissatisfaction with the company, blah 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 blah. That's what Triple H said, mocking the fans, because it does be like that. Here we are, 10 years later, doing the same thing, because it's social media. Why not? State your opinion. That's what I'm doing on YouTube, stating my opinions.
Who is now a member of TKO Holdings board of directors, feel that this was what the company needed? If so, it suggests how seriously The Rock is taking his new role at TKO. According to Meltzer, The Rock changed his own plans for facing Roman. Cody was the plan. Dwayne was going to face him later, maybe next year's Mania, maybe Saudi. Shit happens with...
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this now, man. The Rock, he wasn't gonna wait for next year, bro. Time is ticking again. And Saudi, psh, please. That's jokes. There's no disrespect. I mean, but I always say, them this shows in Saudi Arabia, like Crown Jewels, I always see it as a filler event, bro. Like, nothing major is going to happen in terms of like result. For mid card, probably, but for a world champion of that caliber, nah.
Vince and Punk, the Vince things ends up worse than they thought, and they changed the plan. I literally didn't know until yesterday that it could change, and then I was told it was under lock. 100% it was Punk versus Seth and Cody versus Reigns until Punk got hurt. What do you guys think of this incredible turn of events? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, the WWE Universe furious with the change of plans. While fans are still processing the events that took place at SmackDown's grand finale, it appears that the WWE Universe is anything but happy with the apparent change of plans. First, there's a mystery over whether Cody Rhodes handed his Royal Rumble win to The Rock, thus allowing him to challenge Roman at WrestleMania. Second, there's the WWE Universe's reaction to things. They uploaded the video of The Rock's confrontation with Romans, and reaction was incredibly negative, with dislikes ranging from
numbers,
50
bro.
to
Oof.
74%.
Damn.
As we're recording this video, the dislikes are at 219,000 and counting, with only 62,000 likes. Next up, things get worse for Vince McMahon. As more news concerning Vince McMahon, it appears that things are looking potentially worse for him. A new report from Vice alleges that Vince McMahon may have tried to pull a fast one on the WWE in terms of NDAs he entered into with several women. Further complicating the issue and potentially increasing McMahon's legal exposure is that, according to a person familiar with the situation, McMahon had secretly had the NDAs drafted and entered into them without WWE's knowledge, which is why when the company became aware of his hush money payments, it had to issue revised earnings statements. There were other problems too. Carrie Goldberg, an attorney who represented some of Harvey Weinstein's victims, provided an analysis. Goldberg noted that other issues with the NDA, among them that the copy Grant filed in federal court in Connecticut wasn't actually signed by McMahon in either his personal capacity or role as then chair of Connecticut. Goldberg noted that other issues with the NDA, among them that the copy Grant filed in federal court in Connecticut wasn't actually signed by McMahon in either his personal capacity or role as then chair of WWE.
What?
Normally, all parties would receive an executed copy of the contract. According to a source familiar with the matter, though, the contract was in fact executed with McMahon secretly signing on both his behalf and that of WWE after seeking counsel from his longtime attorney, Jerry McDevitt, a seeming conflict of interest Goldberg called bizarre. Keep in mind that the facts have not been determined in a court of law, but so far things seem to be getting worse for McMahon. Next up, an AEW...
Wait, so he didn't sign the NDA personally? He had somebody else do it? And also, it wouldn't even matter if it's NDA. It's still invalid, bro. You were sex trafficking. That's insane. That's illegal as f***. And it's sexual assault on top of that, bro. He literally shit on the woman's head, bro. Because why? Allegedly, I guess. If it's all true, bro, he's going to jail for life. The man is like 78 right now. It's over. And I really want to hear thoughts about this from Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, and John Cena. Like, those guys loved and appreciated, or probably more appreciated Vince more than anything, because he gave them the opportunity to become what they became. So I really want to hear their thought. You hear John Cena talk about the stuff that happened over a year and a half ago of the situation first coming to light. But it was just him doing hush money. It was nothing to this extreme, allegedly. John Cena, all he said was that everybody made mistakes. He owed it, blah blah blah, something like that. It's just You know, but I wanna hear what they really think. Like that statement from John, that's just him being thankful of the opportunity being given to him.
Star charged with aggravated assault. That's bad news for AEW star Cash Wheeler, as the state of Florida is officially charging him with aggravated assault over the alleged incident that occurred last July between him and a motorist.
Damn.
Ringside News noted the arrest stemmed from a serious charge of aggravated assault involving a firearm, an incident that transpired back on July 28th. The alleged victim claimed Cash Wheeler brandished a firearm and threatened him. A warrant for Wheeler's arrest was issued the following day.
Man.
And he's been out on bail ever since he appeared in court on 3rd August to plead not guilty. And finally, a SmackDown star's bizarre new name. And last but not least, apparently Vince McMahon isn't the only one in creative who likes to change wrestlers' names. Wrestling News recently pointed out that SmackDown superstar Humberto is now known as Berto. And this
I
is
didn't
by no
realize
means the
that.
first change to Berto, as he's gone from Humberto Carrillo and Humberto. Likewise with his tag partner Angel Garza, who's also been simply called Angel. What do you guys think of the name change? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.
Berto, you know, I didn't realize it, but that's stupid as hell. I no cap. Um, things going crazy right now with the WWE. I can't say that Cody Rhodes gave away his Royal Rumble win to The Rock. Again, he's probably gonna face Cody. What's his face? Seth Rollins, or he's gonna use the opportunity, if you want to see it that way, I guess, to face Roman at Elimination Chamber. Again, highly doubt it, but let's see what happens in the upcoming weeks before, because the Elimination Chamber is about 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. Again, I'm recording this on the Saturday. I'm gonna be watching that PO Lee from NXT Vengeance. Should be a good one. Again, Cody Rhodes finishing the story. Me personally, I really don't care about that. You already know where my opinion lies about it, about who should have won. It makes sense. But the majority want to see it. You can see the dislikes on the WWE channel segment. Yeah, I mean, just, why not just let The Rock ride one out, bro? I mean, come on. Cody Rhodes, I feel like Cody Rhodes is 45, 50. I understand, life, anything can happen. You could die tomorrow. I mean, come on now. This is wrestling entertainment. That's the bottom line. I just hope The Rock is able to exceed expectation in terms of his performance in the ring. That'd be a great sight to see. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace. I'm out.